Well, I changed how the watering was. I just had a feeling I didn't want to rely on the gravity, so I'm taking all the old drip irrigation lines that we had from the garden last year, and I'm just spiking it into here. This started looking a little wilty here, so hopefully it'll start sprucing itself up. But the pump definitely has enough to push, and I put little stopcocks right there to kind of control it. It should give it plenty of water. Plenty of water. And I turned one of the feed lines here. This used to be one of the feed lines, and I teed it off down there, and I didn't feel like going to Home Depot, so I just cut it and zip tied it. But then I turned one of the feed lines into an overflow line, which is here. But this is the system, and I have an automatic feeder. It'll feed them every 12 hours. That's it right there. I really actually am going to take this inside because I don't think this is waterproof. It might be, I have to read the directions, but I'm going to put a little housing or box over that, or a little bucket or something, so that it doesn't have any issues. But right now this is fish emulsion in here, so that way the plants have some fertilizer until I actually get the real fish. And I'll drain this out and then go from there. And it's going to rain tomorrow, but I got these plants going. It still doesn't look bad, actually. Actually looks more like a hydroponic system now with the tubing and everything in it. But these are strawberries that we dug out of the ground. And these are 2 sugar snap peas, or super sugar snap peas, I should say. So hopefully these will survive the night. Should be plenty wet. So not doing bad. These are just a little wilty. I don't think they were wilty when we brought them out. So hopefully they'll get plenty of water. And I wasn't going to originally do this, but I realized that, or actually Anna noticed that the water was still getting too high between that hook. Let's see. That hook and that hole. So I was going to put another overflow, but then I couldn't find a dang on tee, and I knew I had it, and it turned out that one of the dogs took it, and we had to scour the whole backyard for it. And then while I was doing that, I said, you know what, I don't want to rely on this whole thing pushing it, especially since my tomatoes and cukes and everything are going to be down there. That has less water. It has less water height down there, and in order to get it up high enough for the tomatoes, these were really overflowing right here. So I just said heck with it, and I tapped right into the half-inch line, and we're just going to do it this way. It should still use less water because the plants are only going to suck up what they need, and of course there'll be some evaporation, but I shoved the tube down here pretty far so the tops aren't going to get too wet, except for these. I put these kind of right on top here. But what are you going to do? Alrighty. That's it.